Welcome back to Dang Media TV. It all started in Kenya, a village in Mombasa. A hostage situation is on the way. Marine Ray Garrison, Vin Diesel, stormed in the area in which criminals are located for a mission sent by the US government intel, then took out rebels in a spectacular succession because they were the main goal of this dangerous task. The main target also had a rifle aimed at the hostage. He led his goal to move his rifle so that he could take his pistol and shoot him and retrieve hostages. Ray returned home with his wife Gina, Tallulah Riley. They spent a comfortable evening alone until they were later attacked by the invaders. Ray tried to oppose and fight them when one of the invaders, Martinax Toby Cabell, drugged Ray with a special neutralizer. Ray then woke up tied up on a chair with Axe questioning him about the mission in Mombasa. Ray said he didn't know, but Axe brought Ray's wife Gina, forcing Ray to give up the answer. Ray insisted that he didn't know and Axe shot Gina's skull with a nail gun. Ray gave up and said they should only kill him, and asked Apura to shoot him too. Ray wakes up in a test facility for a well-known technology company. He met Drive, Emil Harding, Guy Pearce, and assistant KT, Isa Gonzalez. Harding explained Ray that he was killed, but his body was full of small microbots called nanites who allowed his body to regenerate wild wounds. KT has its own implant that enables her to breathe, while Harding seems with other soldiers with the first implant are prosthesis legs such as Jimmy Dalton, Sam Hagen, users of legs, prosthetic legs and Tibbs, Alex Hernandez, who has a transplant that enables them to see everything at the same time. Ray checked his new body and found that he also had superior strength. Ray interact with KT, who knows that he feels overwhelmed by all these new discoveries, as well as the fact that he has no family to ask his body. When they shared drinks together, Ray heard the murderer of the psychologists because people who entertained have made his memory of Axe and Gina to kill him and Gina since the song was broadcast when he asked them. He started losing it and then went out to find Axe, hacking into the computer system that could follow him. Harding tried to stop Ray, but he was hot on the trail. He ate Axe and his people in a tunnel in which he fought with men, even managed to reproduce some serious weapons wounds. Axe recognized Ray and prayed for his life, but Ray didn't care and then shot Axe to die. In the morning, Ray drove to a place where he was KT, Dalton and Tibbs. He was brought to the right and bound to a bed in which Dalton came to fight him, and thought that Gina wasn't really dead. Ray was put down and Harding organized everything from the hostage situation to the prisoners that should be played again because the entire incident was made by them. They replaced the axis for the arrest with a man named Nick Barries, Johannes Haukor Johannesson, and started with a slightly adapted script. KT is the only one who is against activity because she knows that Ray is used against his will. Then a picture of Harding with Axe and Barries was seen, which means that there was a relationship between everyone. After Ray had experienced the movements again, Ray Barries followed, with Harding and his team monitoring and pretending to take care of it. Ray is arrested by Barris men to enter her own complex. Barris coder Wilfred Wiggins, Lamorne Morris gives Barries an EMP to prevent rails if necessary, which Harding and others notice through their surveillance cameras. Ray attacked Barris men and killed her before he had completed the Barries himself, but Wiggins pressed the EMP key to deactivate the rail and defeated the entire performance within a radius of 20 miles. Wiggins took rails and woke him up with a strong electrical load. He said Ray that he was basically forced to work for Barries, but he wanted to help Ray. He said Wiggins that he had experienced the same memory for every murderer with a different face. This is with the rumor that Wiggins heard of a rented murderer, and Ray realized that Harding used him to pursue a lot of people to first escape. He also realized that Gina was alive, but Wiggins were worried that Harding would use his memories again and that Wiggins would bring to the body of killing this time. Ray gave Wiggins a rehearsal of his nanite blood to check it. Ray take one of the Wiggins and managed to follow the position of Gina's. She was very happy to meet him, but he had the impression that they were still married. Gina revealed that it was 5 years ago since they saw each other and seemed to separate mutual terms. Now she has married again and has her own children, which makes Ray heartbreaking. After leaving, Dalton chased him, but Ray tried to put him into his leg prosthesis with a truck. One of Harding's guys closed the door and then ordered KT to follow Wiggins, even their breathing transplant to prove that it means it. KT found the infantry soldier and beat it down before defeating his people. Harding found Ray and put him in a simulation in which he had to clean his work, knew that Ray was angry and he knew the truth. Harding pretended that he had done what was necessary and did what Ray was suitable, but Ray promised that he would no longer control it. His body ended for the first time where they extracted the nanites. After his return to work, KT Harding said that Wiggins had gone and stopped using Harding to use nanite behind Wiggins. Harding put Ray again in the hostage simulation, but intervened to recognize Ray what really happened. Harding tried to close her, but she revealed that she had Wiggins to remove Harding's, who approached her transplant and made it possible not to be controlled. He sent Dalton and Tibbs to the site when he escaped the simulation. Dalton turned his mechanical arm onto his back when he chased Ray. All three battles near an elevator until one of them started gaining weight for every chaos. Tibbs fell into his death when Dalton tried to break the elevator, but Ray knocked on his entire strength and brought Dalton to where they both stabbed, but only Lodge. He positioned Harding on the street, where the villain fired a grenade in Ray. It blew him and he began to regenerate. Found that nanites were drainage, and if Ray received another shot, he would not recover this time. Ray caught the next grenade Harding debut and shot them at its core. He grabbed Harding and dropped grenades and blew both. Wiggins recovers his body and creates him to revive him and structure the nanites in his body. Together with KT, 3 trips work to continue working together.